6, how's that? He's eating it like chicken bone. Have you seen him, Mr. Kidd?
What's that?
The new Charlie Chaplin, the Gold Rush. He eats his boots.
Here, get it entered up.
How did we do?
6 guilty, 2 got off.
Indecent exposure?
You got a month.
Oh, sixpence. He was on the bicycle.
Come on, you two, break it up. What's that?
Client of yours, Mr. Kidd.
It's him. Oh, my God, not again. Mr. Girdler, sit down, sit down. Look, I'm sorry, things have been very slow.
Have you got anywhere?
I'm doing all I can, believe me, it just takes time.
Time? It's bloody years.
Getting it changed, that's the hard part. Once you're on a war pension, things are very...
They don't bloody care.
It's not that.
Do you bloody care?
Yes, of course I care.
Mr. Kidd, your presence is requested. Quick.
Right. Mr. Girdler, as soon as there's any news.
Do you think there will be?
Yes, I'll see to it. Now, I've got to leave you.
Thank you.
You wanted me, sir?
Who's that person with the appalling sniff? A client of yours?
Yes. He was gassed.
What?
In the trenches, he was in a gas attack, and he can't help it. It got worse, so I'm trying to get him more money.
Sit down, Mr. Kidd. Do you see yourself as having a future with this practice? A partnership, perhaps, ultimately?
I hope so, sir.
Then, sir, you must learn to take yourself seriously. I've watched you chattering with the junior clerks. That won't do.
I didn't realize...
You must cultivate authority.
I know.
Take a look at yourself. What's that on your sleeve, there?
That was the baby last night. I thought she'd sponged that off. My wife, that is.
Mr. Kidd, to have saddled yourself with a wife and family at this stage in your career. You know my opinion. I shan't repeat it. But now I have to trust you with an important assignment.
Oh?
Be assured I'd have dealt with it myself, but for other commitments.
What is it?
You know the Drablow estate?
Well, heard of it.
It's been my personal concern, of course. With this firm for half a century, Mr. Drablow was a China trader. He died out east many years ago, and we've looked after things ever since. Now his widow has just passed away, age 72. Now, I want you to attend the funeral.
Of course.
The day after tomorrow.
Where will it be? In London?
No, it's at a place called Crithin Gifford, a little market town on the coast. You'll go by train, of course.
I understand.
No, you don't. Not yet. You're to stay on and clear things up. Sort out Mrs. Drablow's effects and any documents. Retrieve all private papers, whatever they may be, wherever they may be, and put the house up for sale. It should take you about a week.
A week?
If you apply yourself.
Wouldn't it be better if you yourself...
If I what?
I mean, you know all this.
Nothing to do with it.
I simply don't...
I can't.
I mean, the
Mr.
background
Kidd,
history...
I've told you I can't. I'm needed here. You can manage. Just remember that you represent this firm. And for the Lord's sake, tidy yourself up.
kids.
Hello, Bessie.
What to do? Just listen to her. Here's Daddy. You can tell him all about it. Eddie's been brave.
Hello. What happened?
It's all over now. Give her to me.
Bessie pushed me.
I did not.
She did.
It was that naughty wash tub. It bumped poor Eddie. Finish the nappies. Through the mangle twice now. Eddie, let Daddy get his coat off. There's a good boy.
Stand up. It's quite a cut.
Eddie had iodine on it.
Iodine.
Come here. I wonder if I've got anything for you. Let's see. No, I don't think we look there. I'm looking at one. What's that? Anything?
Yeah.
What? What's that? It's a kazoo. What's this? You tried. That's good. Go and show it to your mum. Go on.
Show it to Bessie. What a day. That Bessie, it's like having 3 children instead of 2. It really is.
Hello, little one. Hello. I've got to go away for a week or 2.
What?
That's business. Old Sweetman made it quite clear it's essential to my advancement. Really? Oh, how? I don't want to. Hello?
I nearly missed it.
Are we far from Crith and Gifford, do you know?
I do know. About half an hour. Excuse me, you dropped this.
Thank you.
I couldn't help noticing, Mrs. Drablow.
Yes,
Don't tell me you're a relative.
I'm her solicitor.
On the way to the funeral?
I am.
You'll be about the only person that is.
Well, I gather she had no immediate family.
No friends.
An old woman living alone, you might expect her to be a bit of a recluse.
So you might. Mr.
My name's Arthur Kidd.
Sam Tuvey.
You evidently knew her, Mr. Tuvey.
Oh, hardly that. Not in recent times. I had no cause to visit her. And even if I had...
Thank you. Is the town far?
Over there, about half a mile. You won't mind a bit of a trot.
Right. Mr. Tuvey? Yeah. Where can I find a cab?
Cab? Here? This time of night? All right, laddie. Come with me. Evening, Charlie. Go round by the Gifford Arms, will you? Take Mr. Kidd's case.
Thank you.
Go round that way, Mr. Kidd. It's a decent enough place. They look after you. Just staying the one night?
No longer. I'm to see to the house, all Mrs. Drablow's things.
Eel Marsh House.
Yeah, I expect to be in and out of there for several days.
Do you now? Mr. Kidd, if you should need anything at all, man, that's where you can find me.
Thank you. Good night. Good night, Mr. Julie. Good night.
It's gone time, sir.
My name's Arthur Kidd. Sent a telegram.
Oh, from London. There's your rooms ready. Albert! Here, will you? Drat boy. Oh, there we was it. Albert! Oh, all right. Very well. Come on, this way. Come on. There, you'll be warm enough. Keep the window shut, though. Keep the frets out.
Frets?
Yeah, frets. Sea frets. Sea mists. In bad this time of year. They roll up in a minute out in the marshes. What you here for? The market?
I'm a solicitor.
Oh, lawyer, are you? What is it? Farm leases?
No, it's about a local lady, a Mrs. Drablow.
Oh, her.
She just died.
I know. Oh, he sent you here.
Did you have any dealings?
No, I didn't know her. I didn't want to. Now, we got a lot of work to do. It's market day tomorrow. That's 40 lunches. Now, have you ate?
Not yet, no.
Ah, down in a quarter of an hour in the bar.
I've just got a letter to write.
Quarter of an hour. Anybody them cigarettes?
Mr. Kidd, Arnold Pepperell. Excuse my glove.
You've been managing things here.
Yes.
These are the documents from Mr. Sweeting.
Well, thank you. If you're ready, I think we should leave.
I trust you were comfortable. Market days about their busiest.
That's all right.
Noisy, though.
Up to the 5 men, away from Sterling. Put those.
Penny. Coffee apples? You want a coffee apple? Mr. Kidd, Reverend Greed. Your relative? Here it comes.
Solicitor.
Fought with beasts at Ephesus. What advantageth it me if the dead rise not? Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die. Beloved, God has a purpose for all of us in this life to which he has sent us. Sometimes we may find that purpose hard to discern, whether in others or in ourselves. But the test of our faith in him is this, that we should believe that he will reveal his purpose in his own good time, whether in this world or the next, which is his alone. So it is not for us mere mortals to seek to fathom the unfathomable, to know the unknowable, only to trust that God in his wisdom must have a purpose for every human life that he creates, or be very sure that he would not have created it. So it is with our departed sister, Alice Drablow. Forasmuch as it hath pleased Almighty God of his great mercy to take unto himself the soul of our dear sister here departed, we therefore commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in the sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who shall change the body of our low estate that it may be like unto his glorious body, according to the mighty working whereby he is able to subdue all things to himself.
Amen.
Well, she had one mourner anyway.
I saw no one.
Oh, she was inside the church and then waiting outside. I thought she looked unwell, but if she's there now, perhaps somebody ought to go and have a word with her.
No.
Go away! Go away! Quick! Get away from here!
Mr. Pepperell, what's wrong?
They shouldn't watch like that. It's not be allowed. It's morbid curiosity.
Are you all right?
I have a mind to speak to the school teacher.
Look, you frightened that poor woman away.
What?
Well, she's gone.
Yeah, my office is here.
How do you feel now?
Better, thank you.
Perhaps you should have a drink of something.
Now, Mr. Kidd, I have views on liquor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Take a seat, will you? So, Eel Marsh House. Willed to Mrs. Drablow for her lifetime.
Correct.
And now it's to be offered for sale. Well, I can deal with that. But as for her personal possessions...
That's what I'm here for. I'll sort out all her papers and make an inventory. Will you come over with me and show me where I can find all...
No, I can't spare the time. I have some auctions coming up.
If you got a clerk I could borrow for a day or two.
I'm on my own. I'm not in a big way of business, not like your City of London firms. Now, here are the keys. I've arranged for a man to drive you at 1 o'clock. His name's Keckwick. He's quite dependable.
Can't I walk?
There's no road, Mr. Kidd.
Then how
It's
does
just
one...
a kind of causeway across the marsh. You can use it only at low tide. Otherwise, it's underwater.
I see.
Now, Keckwick knows the tides. Now, you must respect them, Mr. Kidd. They come in fast. You could get swept away. Some people have been.
Thank you.
I'll have 2 yards. How much will that be?
Oh, what's that, you reckon? I've hit the blasted corner. Take the load, Ned. Quick, David.
Bunch of white Adam.
Seems right enough, far as I can tell.
He's going to buy a big bunch of my white Adam, make his lady please. And she did.
Yes, thank you.
All fast up here.
Make sure now. The offside. Where we hit. Take a look.
Keep out of it, you. You're not going to bite, so clear off.
Oi, you little devil, come back here. Stop her, get off. There's
a log jammed under here.
No mistake now. Catch them ropes. He's shifting. Get on it, man. You've got your falling.
I can't hold it. I can't hold it.
Going. Stand up.
Oh, my Lord. I can't hold on.
Leave it, sir. That's done for.
It's all going to go.
You all right? I'm sorry. The rope must have snapped on the corner.
Mr. Sweetman wouldn't approve.
Huh? Oh, you did well, lad.
I had to. Nobody else.
That lot could have killed you.
Yes.
Oh, come on. We need a drink. How was the funeral?
Oh, over anyway. Oh, by the way, you were slightly wrong.
What about?
Well, you said there'd be no mourners. Well, there was one. Just one.
Who was he?
It was a woman.
A woman?
She was a mourner. I mean, all dressed in black.
You go in the house?
This afternoon. Can I get you another?
Oh, no, thank you, lad. No, I've got to keep a clear head. Got deals to settle. Now, remember what I said. Anything you need. Thank you, Bill.
Excuse me. Is this place free?
Sit you down, boy. We're in a bit of trouble out there today.
More bread, lads?
An accident.
You heard about it?
Yeah, I've got time for it.
Yes.
Some gypsy kid nearly got mashed up. The fella pulled her out of it.
So I believe.
Should have left well alone. Too many gypsies around here. Market day brings them in. You know him, do you? Sam Toovey?
Yeah, a bit.
He's had a good day. Bought a lot of beasts. Look at him, that pleased with his son.
You don't like him either.
Can't match his offers. You're not from round here?
No.
Let me guess. Buying and selling land, maybe? Big Sam's your man. Greedy for it. So you'll have half the county.
Just a house.
What?
On the marshes.
Real marsh house?
Yes.
You'll not sell that. Nobody'll have to do with it. Not Big Sam nor nobody else.
Why?
Pass the salt.
Ah, you Mr. Kidd?
Yes, you're,
Gatwick. I'll be here with you then. Go on.
Is it far?
Mile or so to the causeway.
How long is the causeway?
That depends.
On what?
If there is any. The tide's in. It ain't there at all. I kept her going, you know. The old woman. Twice a week, regular, I've gone out. Sometimes more. If there be special needs.
Is this it? The causeway?
Yeah. It's got a name. 9 Lives Causeway, they call it. Like what the cat's got. It's what you need out here. Where are the frat?
Sea mist.
That's a foreigner's name.
It's so quick.
That's it is. You go wrong here, and you're in the marsh. And then you're done for.
Have many been lost?
Oh, aye. Whoa, boy. It needs help, always. This were our room. This was her chair. It was me that found her. When she died, I found her dead. Last week, that was. She was just sitting there. I thought she'd say, "Good morning, Mr. Keckwood," but she didn't.
Is that really electric light?
Come, I'll show you. Here. Her husband, he must have been keen on newfangled things. But he died out foreign. Mostly, she was just a widow. There. Now you've got electric light.
Thank you.
I'll be back before the tide. 3 o'clock, no later.
This is Arthur Kidd speaking. I'm in Eelmarsh House among all Mrs. Drabler's rubbish. This is Arthur Kidd speaking. I'm in Eelmarsh House among all Mrs. Drabler's rubbish.
And I must remember to ask Keckwick to bring more of that yellow soap, so useful for washing floors. Last night, she did not come until 4 in the morning. Then it was bad. A bad night. Last night, she did not come until 4 in the morning. Then it was bad. A bad night.
Keckwick! Keckwick! I'm here on the path. I was coming to meet you. Keckwick! Keckwick! Keckwick, I can't see you! Where are you? Keckwick!
Oh, boy.
Oh! bit slowed up by the threat.
I thought you were...
I heard you yelling for me. Don't worry, I'd not have left you. Better get in then. Walk on. Going back again? I'm not sure when. Give me a call. They all know Keckwick. Hold on.
Edmund Tuvey died 22nd of April, 1910. 4 years, always in our hearts. Mr. Tuvey, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yes, this isn't really a convenient moment, Mr. Kidd. We're conducting business.
How do you get on?
I think you may be able to guess.
I trust you were able to find the papers you needed and make a useful start.
Oh, yes. Mr. Pepperell, I saw her again.
Who?
That woman. And there was more.
It's all right. It's all right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Tuvey.
We'll go over these clauses some other time. It's late.
Yes.
Mr. Kidd, I'd be glad to offer you supper. I think you need it. Throw him down, Mr. Kidd.
Doesn't he love you? I've never seen him make such a fuss of anyone. He knows your nature, you see.
What's his name?
Spider.
Wasn't that a dreadful name to put on him? Spider. It was my husband's idea.
Well, as a pup, you look like one. He's a little hairy thing, all legs.
Oh, look at that. Do you have children, Mr. Kidd?
Yes, 2.
Yes, I was sure you did.
Oh.
What are they?
Boy and girl, 3 and 4 and 0.
And what are they called?
Boy's Eddie, Edward, that is, although we don't call him that.
And the girl?
She's Winifred. She's not quite 6 months, so we're just beginning to get to know her. She looks a lot like my wife. I hope she would. They drive you mad sometimes.
Oh, yes. But we weren't blessed, were we, Sam?
No, we weren't blessed.
Supper is served.
Come along, Mr. Kidd.
Can you guess how much I've gathered up, Arthur? 9 farms, big and small. 12,600 acres. Half a dozen faithful tenants. God knows how many laborers. And I'm not going to stop now.
I've heard it said you'll own half the county.
I might at that. Why do I do it?
I don't know. Why do you?
I don't know. No reason except to go on and on. Doing it becomes its own reason, you see. And in the end, there's no point at all. It's like all hobbies. Essentially pointless. You agree, Margaret? My territorial ambitions are singularly pointless.
If you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidd. I've enjoyed meeting you. So much.
Good night, Mrs. Toomey.
Well, let's talk in there.
But the worst part, the hardest to take, that is, was the noises, the pony and trap in the marsh and the screaming.
Right now, I'll be devil's advocate. Suppose I suggest a perfectly commonplace explanation.
We can try.
There were dense patches of sea fog.
Yes.
Now, those can distort sound. Blanket some off and let others through. Suppose what you heard was Keckwick's trap on the far end of the causeway, on his way back.
But the screams?
Seabirds?
No.
Ah, you're a townie. You don't know what a gull can sound like. They can make cries you'd swear came from, say, a cat or a baby.
I wish I could believe that.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Never have.
Why not?
They were just stories.
Made up?
Yes.
So you're a skeptic?
Well, I was until today. She was quite real. I felt I could have walked up to her and touched her.
Did she see you?
Eh?
See you, did she? Like I'm seeing you now?
Yes, I'm sure. It was her eyes. She wasn't just looking, she was hating.
You could tell?
It was somehow like a hunger. Kind of dreadful, mad hunger that had all turned to hate.
Against you?
It felt like that. There was a sort of power coming from her.
And that's why you ran. You were scared.
Well, she neither spoke nor came near me. If she was able to make me afraid, well, that was all. I'm going back.
To London?
No, to the house.
You shouldn't go there.
Mr. Tuvey, I've been entrusted with a job and I've hardly begun it.
You shouldn't go there alone.
I can find no one to go with me.
No. Nobody will. You're a brave young fella, there's no doubt of it. But after what you've told me tonight, you're not brave enough. Nobody could be.
Well, if that old woman could stand it all those years.
Or perhaps she went out of her mind.
I'll find out. I want to hear a voice on the machine.
Don't do it, Arthur.
Thank you for a splendid meal, Mr. Tuvey. It's helped me no end, and now I must say good night.
You're set on it, then?
I am.
Out there, on your own?
If I see her again, I won't be afraid. I promise you.
Take the dog.
I'm sorry?
You'll need a companion.
But would he come?
Ask him.
Would he come, Spider?
A bike? Oh, I reckon so. Well, he can have a land of it, can't he, Albert?
Thank you. I can take some provisions, enough for a couple of days. Bread and a few tins.
Well, fair enough. So you'll not be needing a room again, then?
No.
You'll stay there? Eelmarsh House?
Say good night, then.
Come on, Spider. Come on. Come on. Come on, Spider. Spider, come on. Spider, go on.
Good dog, good dog.
Go back. Go back. Spider. Go back.
It was exactly the same sequence of sounds as the previous time. A pony and trap going into the marsh, getting stuck, and sinking. Every detail as if it was somehow recorded, like the machine I'm speaking into now. It would be a great relief to know that's all it was. With the voices. Particularly the child, screaming. That was 2 hours ago, and there's been nothing since. I'm in the study, I've made up a bed here and lit a fire. I'm going to work on now. The dog is a great comfort. It's all right, Spiders, just to keep you warm. What is it, Spider?
Hello?
dog has gone. I've not the slightest doubt that he was enticed to his death on the marsh. Before that, something occurred. So strange that...
Spider!
September the 9th. Kequick brought the heavy cart with things for winter, oil and coals and food in tins. He is a good man, and I pay him well, too. Last night, she was troublesome all about the house, but I do not mind her. I will not. I was awakened before my clock struck 3. Much tumult in the other rooms. I called out using her name, but no answer. I think she cannot answer. When she came last night, I mocked at her. I will not be feared of my own kin.
My own kin.
She has become wicked, and worse. She has found ways to make me hear their calamity in the marshes. That poor...
Kid! Are you in there?
Oh, thank God.
You all right?
I thought you... I keep hearing it, the drowning.
Steady, lad.
I didn't know it was you.
And I brought the wagonette. The motor's too heavy for the causeway. Spider came home.
You mean he's alive?
Oh, he's filthy, half drowned. Been in the marsh, poor thing.
He got away.
So, I knew there was trouble.
He's come to the study.
You've been busy.
I think I've found her.
Who?
Her. The woman I saw. That's her. It's what she must have been once.
Ah, it's hot in here.
I know those eyes. I saw them yesterday.
What else?
Mrs. Drablow had no children. Instead, she adopted one. It's all in here. Child named as Nathaniel, infant son of Janet Goss, spinster.
Goss.
Now, who was she?
You know, don't you?
Well, my kin, Mrs. Drablow says here.
She was the sister.
A younger sister?
She had a bantling.
A what?
A bastard child.
They tried to cover it up?
Well, I had to. Respectable people. We all knew, though. I was only a lad, but I had the tale. Look at him. Happy family.
Not for long.
Death certificates.
Same date. Nathaniel Drablow, adopted son of Mrs. Alice Drablow, aged 6 years. Death by suffocation and drowning. And Janet Goss, spinster, aged 35. In the marsh?
Yes, had to be.
What else did people say?
She tried to get him back. Just for herself.
Well, she was his mother.
She was desperate. She ran about the streets, shouting.
You saw it?
Well, at that age, you'd try not to.
And in the end, she stole him, got hold of a pony and trap, got him into it whether he wanted to go or not. It's what happened, I've heard it. When he screams for his mother, who's he screaming for? Which of them?
Oh, Lord.
An accident, was it?
Have you found everything you want?
Yes, it's mostly rubbish, not all.
Well, let's pack it up and go.
Listen to Mrs. Drablow.
Today is the anniversary of poor Nathaniel's death and hers. I will go to the grave and pray, and hope she will not plague me there with what she has become. Amen.
What she has become.
The inn will be closed. They'll all be in bed.
I found the nursery. It was locked at first, but then it wasn't. Come and see.
Now, you've been through enough.
Please, it wasn't anything bad. Destruction. When she is seen, here, in the town, anywhere, what comes of it?
Haven't you guessed?
Say it.
Somehow, a child dies. Illness or accident. It follows quick after.
That gypsy child.
Aye. You saved that one. But there were others. Lots of others.
Mr. Pepperell.
Aye. Beautiful kiddie she was. I'm not thinking to look at him. She was 5.
And you?
Us as well.
Stand, boy. Stand. Hello? Stand, boy. Session! What's this about, then? Who is that?
I'm sorry to drag you out of bed, Preston.
What's the to be? I'll not keep you a moment, sir. Mr. Kidd! You said you'd not be back.
No, he's changed his plans.
Has he? I'm not surprised.
But you've still got the room.
Oh, you mean luck? Yeah, I might not have. Now, remember that.
Preston, shut up. Go and get his things. Now, you go get some rest.
I don't know how to thank you.
Well, don't.
He'd probably saved my reason anyway, if I'd stayed.
Bed. Talk tomorrow.
Hello? Hello? It's for you.
Where are you? Who are you? Nathaniel?
We shall know more when the fever goes down.
How long?
Must take its course.
Swigman's gonna play dominoes like there's 6 against the 6. So put them back in the box. Tell me now, son. Yeah. Stella.
Oh, my poor Stella.
They sent for you.
They've been so good. They told me all about it.
Oh.
Well, how you got to chill out there on the marshes, and then developed a fever that turned out to be... that might have been dangerous.
How long has it been?
Days. No, you're not to worry about anything at all. The children are fine.
Bessie?
I didn't risk that. I got my mother to come and stay.
Oh, that's better. That's a lot better. How are you feeling, Lath? Rotten but alive, eh?
He's ready for some beef tea.
My wife will do that.
I'll ask her.
She's lovely.
Thanks for not telling her much.
Leave it so.
That night, a woman, she came for me.
I wondered.
First it was the child, and then...
It's over now. The house burned.
What?
It's burned to the ground. The fire engine came, couldn't get to it. The tide was in.
I think I heard.
I saw it.
I wonder... I lit a fire, and then there was all those papers.
Put it out of your mind.
But if it was what I did...
There could be other causes.
Yes.
It's gone. That's what matters. All done.
Nothing to sell.
Ha ha. Mr. Pepperell's lost his percentage. Now, back to London. The minute you're fit.
Keep in touch. I will. When the sire has more pups, you shall have one. I'll send the best in the litter. Right. Thank you for everything. Bye. Great pleasure. Bye-bye.
They're so young. I pray for them every night.
Yes, I know you do.
If I could only believe it was all over.
It's all done, Margaret.
Daddy! Tuppence. I was the best boy in the world, eh? You been good?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, thanks for looking after them, Mother.
Oh, Granny's privilege.
She's absolutely loved it, haven't you?
Of course. Now, he's the one that needs looking after.
Oh, don't worry, I've nagged him enough.
Come on, sit down.
Too heavy for me, you are. Oh. Poor dear. Got anything to say to me?
Did the seaside.
Did I?
I told him.
I suppose I did. I never thought of it like that. Guess what I might have in my pocket? Let's have a look in there. No, that's a watch. I've seen that before. What's that? Oh, that's a souvenir of St. Pancras Station, that is. And I'm going to eat them if you don't. Bessie, what's this? Somebody's birthday?
It's a coming home cake, isn't it?
Yes.
Bessie made it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Bessie.
You're welcome. That's just what he is. Very, very welcome. Isn't he, Win?
Well, I suppose I better cut it. Anybody got a knife?
Arthur? My poor dear. It's only the milk cart. Don't go back to the office yet.
I'd better.
In a day or two.
Perhaps. In a day or two. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Kidd. Morning, sir. Sorry to hear you got sick.
Yes. Well, all over now. Anybody waiting?
No, we didn't make any appointments for you. Do look a bit done up, you know.
Is he in?
9:30. You bet.
Come in. Mr. Kidd, do take a seat.
Thank you.
How are you now?
Better.
I shouldn't like to think you devoted yourself to the firm's interests to the point of endangering your health.
It wasn't a good place.
Those marshy situations never are.
Just as well you didn't go yourself, sir.
I have been there.
Have you?
I had to visit Mrs. Trublow on some minor financial matter.
You didn't stay there?
No. Why should I take it you're trying to imply something about the house's reputation. Well, many old, lonely houses acquire an odd. You don't have to take it seriously.
I think you did.
How dare you?
I think you let me go because you were scared.
Well, that's all water under the bridge, so to speak. The house no longer exists.
It burned.
Were you there?
No.
Nothing, I take it, to do with your activities in the house?
I've been assured not.
I had to ask. So now nothing remains but to check over the contents of that box.
The box?
I think you should do it yourself, just to make sure it's all there. Everything you put in it.
It's here.
It was delivered, let me see, 2 days ago by rail. Dispatched from the place where you stayed, the Gifford Arms, was it? It's in your room. There.
Yes, that's it.
Go through it in your own good time. In a sense, it no longer matters. The real estate is effectively gone, and most of the personal estate along with it.
Yes.
Still, you may wish to see it all attended to for your own satisfaction.
Yes, I may.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
me, Mr. Kidd, is it in order for us to book you appointments? I mean, will you be in?
I expect so. Has anybody inquired?
Your friend, Mr. Girdler, old Sniffy.
Oh, dear.
Oh, and Jack had something. Jack! Tell him the one you saw.
Oh, yeah.
What?
What, it might have been anybody. Just hanging about outside. Not sure whether to come in or not.
The way some of your clients do.
I got sense. It's going to law. The more I see it...
Jack, what did he say?
Oh, nothing. It was a she, anyway.
A woman? What was she like?
Oh, I didn't see her face. But she might have been a widow, the sort of clothes she had on.
About appointments.
Just get out!
There you are, sir. The proof.
Paraffin?
Yeah, I smelled it straight off. What the hell were you up to?
I'll deal with this. Here, give that to me.
Evidence.
Look at that.
Are you mad?
I had to burn it all.
Why?
You knew, didn't you? You knew all along, and you still let me down!
Go home and stay there. Go home!
Eddie, there's nothing, not today.
Arthur, come back to bed. Won't you tell me?
Hmm?
There are things to tell me, aren't there? Let's get away from here.
When?
Tomorrow. Nothing to stop us. We'll just go.
Never makes Captain.
Better?
It's wonderful.
Oh.
Let's do it again. Go on, sit down outside. Tuppence, eh? Good sailor.
Yeah.